What if the single most important skill for success isn't at all what we think it is? Today, we're going to dive into the powerful and, let's be honest, often misunderstood ideas from Napoleon Hill's classic, Succeed and Grow Rich Through Persuasion. We're going to uncover what he called the master key to achieving any goal you set your mind to. So let's just start with a big question. I want you to think for a second about your biggest ambition right now, that thing you're really striving for. What's the one skill that's going to determine whether you actually get there? According to Napoleon Hill, the answer is the same for pretty much everyone, and it's probably not what you'd expect. And the answer is persuasion. Now, for Hill, this wasn't just some useful tool for salespeople. No, he saw it as the absolute master key that unlocks every single door to success. It's the essential bridge between that dream you have in your head and making it a reality out in the world. Okay, so calling it a master key, that's a pretty bold claim, right? So let's break down exactly why Hill believed this one skill is the true foundation for pretty much everything. It all starts with this one core concept, your definite chief aim. Think of it as your personal North Star, that one all-consuming goal you're working towards. And here's the thing, whether you've written it down or not, you have one. An aim like this is already driving your decisions, probably more than you realize. And here's the reality check. That huge goal of yours, that definite chief aim, let's be real, it's almost certainly way too big to accomplish by yourself. To achieve anything really significant, you need the willing cooperation of other people. You need their support, their resources, their belief. And getting that, well, that's where persuasion comes in. So, how do you get other people fired up about your vision? Hill's answer is kind of radical. You have to become what he calls a master salesman. But I want you to forget everything you think you know about selling. This is something totally different. This slide just nails the critical mindset shift. See, the amateur is all about what do I want to sell? But the master, they're focused on what do they want to achieve? It's a total flip from trying to win an argument to genuinely wanting to solve someone else's problem. You go from prescribing to diagnosing first. So let's be super clear here. A master salesman is not a manipulator, not at all. They're an expert in applied psychology who persuades people by serving them and understanding them. Always, always aiming for that win-win scenario where everybody comes out ahead. And this leads to such a crucial point. Before you can even think about using the techniques of persuasion, you have to develop the mindset of a persuasive person. It's what Hill called the inner game. It really starts with these 4 qualities. Your genuine enthusiasm gives your ideas life. It's contagious. Sincerity builds trust, because people can spot a fake a mile away. Personal initiative shows you're a person of action. And going the extra mile, that builds a reputation that does the persuading for you. At the end of the day, people are way more persuaded by who you are than by the pure logic of your argument.
Okay, so once you've got that inner game locked down, then you're ready for the outer game. This is where we get into the actual science of how persuasion works.
This right here, this is the core principle. You have to get this. Logic makes people think, sure, but it's emotion that makes them actually get up and do something. You can win the logical debate and still lose the person completely. Real persuasion connects your logic to their core emotional drivers. And here are just a few of those deep-seated drivers he talked about. People are fundamentally motivated by things like safety, financial gain, love, recognition, freedom. A master persuader learns how to frame their idea not just as a good idea, but as a direct path to one of these things that people already want.
And this all comes together in a simple, really effective 4-step process. First, you've got to grab their attention. Second, you arouse their interest by connecting to what they care about. Third, you build their desire by painting a picture of what life looks like with their problem solved. And finally, and this is the part so many people miss, you have to confidently ask for action, a clear, direct request. Now, these techniques are incredibly powerful. And with that kind of power comes a non-negotiable ethical guardrail. This is what separates true influence from plain old manipulation. And honestly, it's what makes the whole system work in the long run.
This is it. The golden rule. And for Hill, this wasn't just a nice moral compass, it was the ultimate strategy. He was so clear that any success you get through manipulation is fragile. It's temporary. The only goals that last are the ones where you create genuine value and leave the other person better off. So the big takeaway is this. Persuasion, when it's done right, isn't a battle. It's not about winning. It's a collaborative act. You're not trying to beat someone. You're trying to find that common ground and build a bridge that both of you can walk across to a better future together.
So we'll leave you with this final thought. What is your great goal? And more importantly, who do you need to persuade, ethically and authentically, to help you build it? Because the answer to that question, well, that's your very first step.